Hello and welcome to Bite-Sized Warcraft. Today we'll be talking about Korag in Highmaul for the Warlords of Draenor. For this fight we brought 4 healers, 2 tanks, and 8 DPS. Now this is a flexible style raid, so you can bring however many players you want, but we like to keep our healers at 1 for every 5 players plus 1. Expel Magic Fire is an unavoidable dot placed on the entire raid that will do a small amount of ticking damage. When this dot expires, it will do a moderate amount of AoE damage to anyone within 5 yards of the person affected, so you'll need to be sure and spread out before this happens. At several times during each phase, Korag will pick a random ranged target to charge and strike the ground, creating a suppression field. Anyone caught within this field will be silenced and dealt ticking damage. You will want to move away from the location he will strike before he gets there to avoid the damage. Expel Magic Arcane is an ability that will be placed on the tank currently tanking Korag. This will cause a trail of purple goo to follow the tank. If he stops moving, he will get caught in the trail and be dealt a large amount of ticking damage that will likely kill him. When this ability is placed on the tank, the other tank will want to immediately taunt the boss, so as to leave the first tank free to run around the room. The raid will also want to be very careful not to stand in the trail. Expel Magic Frost causes a frost orb to drop and do a moderate amount of damage to the entire raid. This orb lasts for 20 seconds and slows anyone within 30 yards, with the slow getting weaker the farther away from it you are. Korag will also do an ability called Expel Magic Shadow, which he places on all raid members. This will absorb all healing done to the target until it's removed. This ability just needs to be healed through. The boss has a nullification barrier that will absorb all magic damage up to about 4 million damage. The longer this barrier is up, the stronger he will become, so you'll want to be sure to bring enough magic DPS to burn the shield down before he gets too strong, and enough physical DPS to kill him before enraged. Once the raid has DPS the shield down, Korag will run to the center and begin to charge a new shield up. During this time, he will be untakeable. Volatile anomalies will spawn and need to be killed. When these adds die, they explode, doing around 30k damage to all players. To avoid this large amount of damage, you'll want to kill them inside a suppression field. This will silence them and not allow them to explode. We found it helpful to stack the raid up with a suppression field between the boss and the raid, so the adds will run to the raid and the tanks can tank them in the field. While the boss is charging his shield, you'll want to assign a player to stand in the middle with him. This player will also gain a large shield, but will take large ticking damage and receive 35% less healing. This player will need to be focus healed by the healers while he is standing in the center. Once the player has a full shield, he'll want to intercept the overflowing energy by standing in the small circles. If these are not intercepted and they reach the ground, they will explode, doing a large amount of damage to the entire raid. It's important to note, if you do not have the shield, you should not intercept these because they will kill you. You want to assign a different player to take the shield for each phase change, as the shield will last longer than the phases do. On this fight, there's no particular time to use heroism or bloodlust, but we chose to pop it off the start while all our players were alive and all our cooldowns were up. That's it for our video of Korag. I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit the like and the subscribe button, and check back often for more bite-sized Warcraft.